So, einen Moment noch, bevor ich da gleich... Wir starten schon mal. Vielleicht muss ich das Audio noch ein bisschen gleich anpassen.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I'm the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well. Now then, are you ready? Let's begin.
Tja, mal gucken, ob wir bereit sind.
Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here. I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one. We begin in a cave. The surrounding rocks are slimy with damp. It feels as if some foul creature could leap out from the shadows at any moment. Yet in this horrible place gathers a fellowship of 3 adventurers. One is a young woman. You can tell just by looking at her, she enjoyed a good upbringing. Another is a stoic warrior. He stands at the ready, scanning his surroundings for any sign of threat. Last but not least is the old man. He has a sagely air and gazes into the darkness stretching out before him. These adventurers seek a certain treasure hidden in this cave. The adventurers cannot leave without finding that treasure. An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles. The stoic man takes hold of the handles and pulls as hard as he can, but the door doesn't so much as budge.
Ich glaube, ich muss die Musik mal ein bisschen runterdrehen.
The stoic man winds his leg back, And as his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions. Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness. Don't hold back. These adventurers have seen their fair share of battle and defeat their attackers with ease. As the trio approaches the treasure chest, an awful rump you shall before the wary trio appear creatures the likes of which they've never seen.
So. Dann war es nur noch einer.
Excellent.
Dann wäre der auch Geschichte.
There is treasure inside, no doubt about it, but it's locked tight. The woman slides the simple key into the lock. The chest clicks open. Inside is what appears for all the... At last, we've retrieved the royal treasure, the old man said. Their quest complete, the triumphant trio put the cave behind them.
So. Kapitel 1. Auf der Suche. Genau. Unsere Helden werden wir noch kennenlernen.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. In the crowded audience chamber jostle all manner of knights, adventurers, and bounty hunters. The white-robed adventurers stand close to the throne. The palace guard calls over the tumult. Be silent. Her Royal Majesty graces us with her presence. The cacophony ceases the moment Queen Nilla enters the chamber. Seated upon the throne, the queen faces the crowd. Her lips part. Thank you all for heeding my call to slay the dragon. Whatever it takes to defeat this reawakened evil, I ask that you do it. Whomsoever conquers this beast will be honored for ages to come and handsomely rewarded. At that, the gathered crowd cheers loud enough to shake the castle's very foundations. Leave the dragon to us, Your Majesty, say the white-robed adventurers, as if the beast's demise at their hands is assured. Indeed, you did well to reclaim the royal treasure, the queen replies. I thank you, for my stomach becomes most upset without it, so the treasure is a staple of the royal medicine cabinet. It puts my mind at ease to know the Ivory Order offers its aid in slaying the dragon. The trio are disciples of the Ivory Order, a charitable organization beloved the realm over. Indeed, anyone would think this illustrious trio the heroes of our tale. But they'd be wrong. So we just gotta slay the dragon and we'll be drowning in gold. The man trails off, drooling over unknowable fantasies. Beside him, a strange creature lets out a chirping coo. Pay attention, because this is important. There he is, or there you are, I should say, the hero of our tale. A humble bounty hunter. You love little in this realm more than coin. A seemingly tedious fellow who doesn't hesitate to claim the title of hero for yourself. When you heard about the quest to slay the dragon, it was the promise of reward that lured you to the castle. Now then, if you wish to officially register for the hunt, see me so I can get your signature. You wonder why you need to sign anything? But head for the guard anyway. Shall we? We of the Ivory Order will be the ones to restore peace to the land, brags a white-robed man. My colleague made me come along, but he didn't mention we were going on a quest to slay the dragon, she says, trembling. The man takes one look at your companion and shrieks, "Monster!"
Bevor wir zum König gehen, oben, sprechen wir die anderen noch an.
You think the dragon's really as tough as they say? Asks the man, his knees knocking together. That reward for slaying the dragon is as good as mine, barks the man. If the heroes of the Ivory Order are hunting the dragon, he's as good as dead, says the man, relief spreading across his face. Keep your ears perked. You never know what you might hear that'll lead you in the right direction, the man says. You think. You'll need tough gear if you're going to beat the dragon, the man tells you. The Ivory Order trio stands before you. They seem not the most approachable of parties, but... You inquire about their identities. We are disciples of the Ivory Order. It is our duty to aid the realm and its people however we can. The Order's principal focus is developing medicine to distribute to people throughout the world. They begin blathering an answer to a question you didn't even ask. Sensing a long lecture ahead, you seize on the first chance to extricate yourself from their presence. You try to speak to Queen Nilla, but a guard blocks your path. Figures a nobody bounty hunter can't just walk up to a queen and start chatting like they're best friends. Sign here, says the guard, handing you a pen and paper.
So.
You sign your name. A fine name.
Danke, danke.
After you've signed, the guard motions to the strange creature beside you. The monster, too. You sign your companion's name as well. Mar. Mar, your friend and sometimes traveling companion. Though he can't speak the human tongue, he seems to understand it well enough. Thank you. Now we'll know what to have engraved on your tombstones. Can't ask the dead what name to mark their grave with, after all, the guard chortles. You want the reward as badly as you don't want to die. You figure you better make some strong friends. Don't get yourself killed out there, says the guard curtly. Offer to join forces with the Ivory Order trio? We select few are sufficient to defeat the dragon. We require no additional aid. And we certainly don't require the aid of a no-name wastrel. With that, the trio takes their leave of the castle.
So, dann fragen wir den nächsten.
I'll let the order handle this. Me, I'm heading home. Never know what you might hear that'll lead you in the right direction. The man wanders off somewhere, muttering to himself.
So.
You'll need tough gear, the man says, wandering off. You ask him to team up, but he refuses angrily. I ain't splitting the reward with nobody. You weren't planning on sharing either, so you don't try to change his mind.
So, dann haben wir noch ein paar.
Before you even open your mouth to ask him to team up, he cuts you off. Thanks, but no thanks.
Naja, nicht zu danken.
No way am I adventuring with anyone who keeps that sort of creepy company, he says. Let us depart. We have a realm to save. You catch a glimpse of and then the two disappear out of the audience chamber. I am one of the guards charged with the castle's protection. I'll leave the dragon slaying to you adventurers. You've yet to find any help for your quest. Things don't look that reassuring as they are, but the decision is up to you. In the end, you set out, just the two of you, to hunt the dragon. How may I help you? The proprietress inquires. Will that be all? The proprietress asks. A weapons merchant accosts you in the street, despite your best efforts to mind your own business. He speaks to you in a voice barely above a whisper. You want the most powerful weapon there ever was? He conspicuously checks his surroundings before revealing this weapon of apparent renown to you. To hear him tell it, this is a legendary weapon, and one of its kind at that. It can be yours for 20,000 gold pieces, he says. You can smell the scam a mile away, and yet the aura of this weapon does have something of the legendary about it. You ask who in their right mind would pay so much for something so clearly fake, stolen, or forged. Well, you know where to find me, if you change your mind, he says, tucking the weapon away. The old man kindly warned you of the dangerous monsters outside of town.
Sind meistens irgendwo gefährliche Monster irgendwo außerhalb der
The
Städte.
child says you should see Nexton as soon as you leave the castle town. You peek inside the carriage shop only to hear the owner call out that they're closed. Guess you won't be making use of them after all.
Das wird die Kutsche wird im Schnellreisen sein, von Ort zu Ort dann auch.
Before you stands a sign calling for people to join the hunt for the dragon. Earlier, you saw the bit about the handsome reward for whoever slays the dragon, and hightailed it to the castle. A woman stares at the sign, transfixed. Her face curls into a scowl as she notices you. Monster! The woman cries, and flings magic at Mar. Startled by the spell, Mar grows dizzy. You gather the dizzy Mar in your arms and glare at the woman. This ain't a monster, you growl, as the woman snarls over you, I hate monsters. The two of you bicker for quite a while.
Eine Stunde später, ja.
Inwardly, you call her unsavory names as your attention shifts to a different topic of conversation. Turns out she really hates the dragon and would love to take him down with her own two hands. But she knows she's no match for him alone, so she's at a loss for what to do. When you tell her you're after the same thing, she squints down her nose at you. Fine, she says. I can help you. She's a little annoying, but you are looking for quest companions. I only want to see the dragon dead. I don't care about anything else, she mutters. You overhear her remarks and grin without thinking. Then you don't care about getting a share of the reward. That suits you perfectly. You happily join forces with the black-clad woman. She introduces herself as Melanie. She tells you she is a witch, but says nothing of why she hates monsters or what grudge she bears against the dragon.
Mal speichern. So. Dann verlassen wir das mal. Nochmal irgendwas gucken. Gruppe. Karten. Sprechen wir erst mit den Leuten.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man. You try asking the man if he knows anything about the dragon.
Direkt fragen, immer. Denk, nicht um den heißen Brei reden, glaube ich. So.
The man's eyes widen. He leans close, cupping his hand to his mouth. Welcome to Nexton, he whispers in your ear. The woman tells you she's so terrified of what might happen if the dragon attacks the town. She hasn't been able to eat. The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town. A woman sits hunched over by the side of the road. Upon catching sight of you, she calls out for your aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. You try to lift the woman into your arms, but the weight's too much for you to bear. You lay the woman back down where you found her and mutter a quiet. Upon seeing that, Melanie snaps. What kind of person are you? Ain't like it's my fault she's hurt, you whine like a child. Ignoring you, Melanie gingerly helps the woman up. Mar bends so the woman can get on his back, and the two of them head off in search of the apothecary. You watch them walk away for a moment before following, complaining to yourself about what a waste of time this is. You arrive at the apothecary. After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She thanks you and pulls something from her breast pocket. You've helped someone, albeit not quite out of the goodness of your own heart.
So.
It might be a good idea to do that again, should you come across anyone else in need of assistance.
wir später. Itemladen.
It seems the majority of the world's medicine is made by the Ivory Order. Many people depend on it. That's probably part of the reason the Order has so many ardent supporters.
Ah, da ist der Kutscher.
Apparently a monster researcher lives in Thriston and might know something about the dragon.
Dann sollten wir den aufsuchen.
On your way to defeat the dragon, are you? The innkeeper inquires as the innkeeper gives you a room free of charge in a show of support for any and all who wish to defeat the dragon.
Warum nicht? Verlau. Und dort können wir eben halt...
The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
Aber da drin?
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires. Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Aua.
As your eyes roam everywhere but the path you walk, you barrel right into someone. When you turn to see who it is, you see the Ivory Order trio from the castle. Winifred, are you all right?
Ja.
The sagely old man asks the woman, voice full of concern.
Einen Moment, mal was zu trinken einschütten.
I'm fine, the woman called Winifred replies. Thank you, Hedwin. Berwin, the old man calls, turning to their stoic companion. He jerks forward, as if to defend Hedwin and Winifred. The trio advances on you. How dare you treat disciples of the Ivory Order with such disrespect? You grab your foot, wailing about how much it hurts, demanding the Ivory Order trio give you money to see a physician. Berwyn pokes at your foot, proving nothing is actually broken. Muttering a half-hearted apology, you try to keep walking. But that's when you notice something in your hand. Looks like you accidentally grabbed Winifred's coin purse when you ran into her. Thief! Bellows Berwyn, drawing his weapon. Guess you've got to fight your way past. Don't worry, the coffin card is down, but they're still alive. The Ivory Order laid you out flat. The Ivory Order trio looks at you like they can't believe taking pity on your ineptitude. The Ivory Order trio uses their magic to heal your wounds. We mustn't tarry any longer. To the monster researcher of Thriston with us, Hedwyn urges his companions and the trio depart. Aimless wandering can be fun, but if you want purpose and direction, I'd suggest sticking to the path.
Naja, da wollen wir mal gucken.
That was lucky.
Aua.
journey onward, only to see a suspicious-looking elder appear before you. A bottle. He proclaims himself a man of medicine who has discovered a revolutionary new curative. He would have one of your party drink it as a test. There's no harm in trying it, he boldly claims. Well? You take the stranger at his word. You gradually begin to feel quite ill. The world spins. You feel yourself coming unmoored. The doctor of sorts eyes the now empty bottle. Well now, drinking it all at once is a fine way to poison yourself, he tells you. Should have led with that, you try to say, but it comes out sounding more like
Aua. So, gehen wir nochmal rein in die Stadt und heilen uns einfach.
Here to stay the night? The innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
Kostet ja nix.
Good work.
Danke, danke.
A rock down the road, muttering about cut it out, chides Melanie. She warned you grumble, but your sulking is cut short when out of the thicket leaps a monster. The rock you kicked must have hit it because it is really mad. Brace yourself for battle. Let's do this. Fortune favors the bold.
Monster down. Ja, dann betreten wir mal die Stadt.
It seems the sound of a flute could once often be heard coming from the doctor's house. His neighbors complained about the noise, though, and all has been quiet since. The man says you'll need a torch to explore caves. And, he adds, it just so happens you can buy them at the item shop. You get the feeling he probably works for said shop.
Ja, eine Fackel könnte nützlich sein. Aua.
The man scours his skin with a washcloth, trying to rid himself of all odor. Apparently, he blames his natural musk for his unlucky love life. You catch a whiff of scent wafting off him. It is rather pungent. An idea strikes you. Maybe getting rid of the toxins within the body would get rid of the odor without, too. You fish around in your bag, but can't seem to find an antidote anywhere. This is the game parlor. Come play cards, the boy at reception calls. How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Kaufen. So, Gegengift.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
Ja.
You hand him an antidote and he chugs it down. As soon as he's finished, the odor completely disappears. Overjoyed, the man resolves to tell the person he likes how he feels. From his breast pocket, the man pulls out something to give you in thanks.
So.
Apparently, monsters have been mugging people along this stretch of road lately. The Ivory Order is searching for where they're stashing the stolen goods. Well, if it isn't the head of the you've clearly been mistaken for someone else, but the innkeeper looks so excited that you dare not burst her bubble. Your room is free.
Danke.
The woman tells you a monster stole something very valuable from her. If only someone could get it back for me, she sighs. What did it steal, you ask? Medicine, says the woman, to give my skin a lustrous glow. The woman, who fashions herself a missionary of love, haughtily cries she's too beautiful and popular for her own good.
So.
Cyprian Ambre, I'm sorry, Cyprian Amber, has lived here for many years, conducting research on monsters. All the townsfolk affectionately call him Cypri. If anyone knows anything about the dragon, it's him. He's a veritable monster expert. You ask Cypri if he knows anything about the dragon. He says he'll tell you if you do him a favor. The monsters stole a precious treasure from him. If you reclaim the treasure, Cypri promises to tell you all he knows about the dragon. It seems the treasure-thieving monster makes its hideout in the western cave. That's where you'll want to head.
So, dann speichern wir erstmal. Dann kaufen wir nochmal. Das war die Apotheke, oder? Ja. Gucken, was wir noch an Geld haben. So. Bisschen Heilung gekauft. Dann sollen wir nach Westen. Zur Höhle aufbrechen. Naja. Da haben wir auch schon die Höhle. Also Level 3. Ich glaube, wir brauchen eine Fackel, glaube ich. Doch, die habe ich nicht gekauft. Daraus noch erstmal ein bisschen so kämpfen, bis wir Stufe 3 sind. Dann gehen wir nochmal ins Gasthaus, falls wir zu viel verlieren.
Lying in the grass, you find an old telescope. You figure a look at the path ahead can't hurt, and pick it up. Peering through the lens, you see something in the distance, but you can't tell it. All you know is there's something up ahead. You should be able to tell for certain what it is if you get closer. You leave the janky telescope where you found it, and make your way cautiously toward what you saw. Looks like some monsters prowling about. You channel the inner champion of justice you never knew you had, and decide to throw down with the monsters. You sheathe your sword with a braggart, but no one's looking at you except for Melanie. The exasperated sigh she heaves rings loud as a shout in your ears. And fight. You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear their fervent discussion.
Banditen?
You listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves. You lean in, trying to hear what else the thieves are talking about. You catch pieces of the conversation here and there. I hid the goods. Head south just before the bridge. No, whatever ye do, don't go into the bewildering wood. It sounds like they've just told you where to find their stolen loot. You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away. Something comes rocketing down from the mountaintop. There and gone in a flash. What was that? Hey, you all right? You call out to the crumpled humanoid figure before you. You realize it's a monster. The monster calls forth its fellows. Out from beneath the rocks they crawl, salivating over their prey. There's no avoiding a fight now.
Okay. So, welche nehmen wir? Die goldene Mitte. Nehmen wir mal die goldene Mitte. War besser als nichts.
I thought it was a person, you try to explain, rushing to catch up with your friends.
Aua.
Excellent. Congrats. You pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. Clearly, whoever dropped this message did not want to forget where the stolen treasure is. You stash the scrap of paper in your pack and resolve to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels.
Erstmal dahin. Gucken, dass wir noch ein paar Sachen vielleicht auch noch kaufen. Gucken.
Welcome. 100 gold pieces will get you wherever you're headed. You will be instantly transported to any location you've previously visited. Travel for 100 gold pieces?
So.
Changed your mind, have you?
Nein.
Come to buy the legendary weapon after
Nein.
all? He whispers eagerly.
Ja. Giftschutz. Ach so, der kostet 2000. Nee. Dann nehmen wir jetzt mal. Speichern wir mal kurz. Wollen wir mal gucken. Aua.
Light can't reach the furthest depths of the cave. It may be impossible to proceed without a torch. You light the torch. It'll be much easier to explore now with your surroundings better illuminated. Though the torch lights your immediate surroundings, you still cannot peer far into the distance.
Was trinken. Aua. Reicht nicht. Jetzt auf 4. Chloe auch. Blitzrein. Na wohl.
Good work.
Da haben wir eine Schatzkiste. Gucken wir mal gleich. Normalen Angriff, ja. Mal Wind ausprobieren. Ölkanne. Okay. Das war, glaube ich, hier oben mal gucken, rum. Oh, das war gut. Schaden. Nochmal ein bisschen. Ja, nur so wenig. Okay.
Fortune favors.
Auf die Möhre. Ein ohne 3. So, dann können wir wohl wieder zurück.
Nice work. You did great. You show Cypri the magic sphere. This is not, however, the treasure he seeks. You had best continue searching the western cave.
Aua. Ging das noch tiefer rein? Wahrscheinlich.
You don't have a torch, but you can always buy one at the item shop in Thriston. You make your exit.
Ja, dann müssen wir mal wohl noch eine neue Fackel kaufen. Das ist da. So. Brauchen wir noch eine? Ja. Oh, das ist der Waffenladen. Kaufen wir noch ein paar Ringe. Schutzringe erstmal, können wir ja immer noch.
Let's do this. Nice work. The door is shut tight. It seems some strange force keeps it barred. Upon closer examination of the door, you spot a cavity that looks like some sort of sphere should go there. You put the magic sphere into the cavity, and the door opens.
Schön. So, dann geht's wohl da runter. Feuer versuchen. Blitz.
Excellent.
Aua.
Claret trail leads you deeper into the cave. A knot forms in your gut. You raise the torch to get a better look at your surroundings. The walls have been gouged and scarred as far as you can see. Another message comes into view, written in tiny letters among the scars. I will find you. What horrors transpired here? Fortune favors the bold. Nice work.
Versuchen wir erstmal die linke Seite. Oh, gut. Hat sich ja schon gelohnt. Müssen wir doch rechts mal gucken.
Let's do this. And fight.
Nehmen wir erstmal den Pilz. Gut.
make to open the chest, but an ominous. The next instant, something leaps at you out from the darkness.
What? Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Kacke. Da brauche ich einen Schluck erstmal was trinken. Versuchen wir das erstmal. 5.
That was lucky.
Feuer oder Wind? Feuer erstmal. Gott sei Dank. War nicht so erfolgreich. Sechs ist gut.
Fortune favors the...
Wind ausprobieren. Da war Feuer schon effektiv.
Congrats. The monster defeated, you turn toward the treasure chest. And see those Ivory Order jerks rooting through it. You rush, sweet, tucking the spoils from the chest safely into a bag. The Ivory Order trio stroll away whence they came. Knowing you couldn't stop them if you tried, you can do nothing but stand slack-jawed and watch them go. The chest is empty, save for nice of them to leave us the trash, you grumble in irritation. For some reason, Melanie picks up the ragged doll. Your shoulders slump. All that effort, and this. You find nothing else even close to treasure. Hope Cypri is ready for bad news. Leave now would be the fast. You left the Western Cave. Were you able to find my treasure? Cypri asks. This is all we found, says Melanie, withdrawing the ragged doll. Cypri's eyes widen as soon as he sees the doll, and he reaches out to take it. Without breaking his gaze away from the doll, he begins to speak. Cypri tells you he gifted this doll to his young daughter a long time ago. But she fell gravely ill and died. Since then, Cypri has treasured this doll as he treasured his daughter. Then the monsters took it from him. Cypri turns to Melanie, his head bowed deeply in gratitude. So you reclaimed the treasure by complete accident. You step closer to Cypri. What do you know about the dragon? You rudely inquire. Cypri gestures as if to say, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Far to the east of town is a place called Unionville, where monsters and humans live together in harmony. According to Cypri, you might be able to learn something there, as the dragon and monsters are not totally unrelated. Upon hearing that, you turn on your heel to leave. Cypri calls out to stop you. Journeying to Unionville entails traversing the dense expanse of the bewildering wood. You'll need this, he says, and holds out something for you. You won't make it through the bewildering wood without it, Cypri says. Your sights set on the distant Unionville, you resolve to navigate through the bewildering wood.
So, dann ist das, glaube ich, auch ein guter Zeitpunkt zum Speichern und ob ich das Spiel morgen nochmal streame. Muss ich mal gucken. Jedenfalls bedanke ich mich für alle, die zugeschaut haben oder reingucken. Wünsche euch noch einen schönen restlichen Sonntag. Und morgen schon 3. Oktober als Feiertag. Und sage danke fürs Zugucken und bis zum nächsten Mal. So, speichern wir noch. Und sage ciao, ciao.